there, Tallman Clan. Welcome to today's show. We are live on the Anthem of the Seas, somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Actually, we're not in the middle anymore. We're getting ever closer to the English Channel. We have one more day at sea, and then we are stopping off in Cherbourg, France, and then Le Havre, Paris, France, and then overnight to Southampton, and we're done. So we're nearing the end here. So tonight we are going to cover decks 14 and 15. At least we're going to try to cover decks 14 and 15. You'll see why in just a minute. So let's get to it. Yes, we will. All right, just a little PSA, public service announcement. If we lose the stream, if you've been watching us all along, you know we've been battling with the Wi-Fi on the ship. It is not good. Don't go anywhere. We will refresh and try to come right back. If that doesn't happen, we'll start another stream real fast so we can finish the tour. So hang in there with us. All right, without further ado, let's get to deck 14. Hey there, Tallman Clan. We are on the back of deck 14 in Windjammers, and we're going to cover all of deck 14 and maybe 15. So let's get to it. So, as I mentioned, we're in the back of deck 14, which is the Windjammers Cafe. As you see, there's a few tables outside. I mean, this is literally the back of the ship. It's really windy out, so we're not going to go back there right now. But this is Windjammers. So there's a small little buffet station here. Okay. And obviously you can see this is closed, unlike a lot of ships. There's a drink station here. Unlike a lot of ships, this is literally closed and behind closed doors. Kind of let ourselves in. So as you can see, there's nice big windows. When it's daytime out, you can see the ocean going by or whatever port you're in. So what I was alluding to is it happens all over the ship. When an area is closed, they literally shut and close the doors. And I'll be honest, a lot of time there's security there. We really had a hard time getting around this ship trying to video certain things for you guys. So the Windjammer, or let's just call it the Lido, right? The buffet in most ships, even though when they stop serving, the area is still open for you to either sit at, go through to something else or whatever. Here, there's a big steel fire door and you can't get through it. So that's what I mean by closed. And this is not the only area that was closed. So let's continue. For us, when we come up here for breakfast, not much to see because it's been foggy. This is where they do a lot of desserts at right there. Okay, and then sort of the main area of the buffet is over here. And so there's a lot of different stations, which makes it easy to get the food. Okay, we'll go to the other side in just a minute. There's another drink station over there. Okay. And then if you want to get some Starbucks coffee for breakfast, there's a Starbucks station right there, which is nice. All right. When you come in here, there's a little wash station right there. It's kind of all lit up. There's one on either side. And so there's somebody standing there saying, okay, washy washy. And so you got to wash your hands before you come into the Windjammer. Okay, as you can see, another drink station right here. And this is sort of a mirror image on this side of the one that we just walked down. All right, so we'll just give you a quick look of this. So again, this is the Windjammer. It is on the back of the ship, aft, if you will, deck 14. Nice seating areas. This place is quite crowded most of the time, but it has never been too hard to get a table. There you go, and yet a drink station there. All right. So there's the lovely Lisa. Let's go look at the rest of deck 14. Let's see how much trouble we can get ourselves into. I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out of here yet. All right, so we need to go out the other side. The door is open. There's a fire door up there. It's already closed, so we're not going to open that up. We are going to go this side. There's a door open. Here we go. Okay. Now, right as you come in, remember I was talking about the wash stations. There's the wash station right there. See a better looks of it. Okay. And here's the door that comes into the buffet. Now, just in front of this is the coastal kitchen, which is a separate little dining area. Okay, you can make reservations for in here. Let's see if we can sneak our head in here. So this is the coastal kitchen. It's already closed for the night, obviously, but real nice look in here. That's the coastal kitchen. Sorry if we seem a little bit bouncy. I am on a gimbal tonight. As you can see, you see me in the mirror. I don't know if you can see me in the mirror. Maybe you can see me in this glass here, but it's pretty brutal outside right now. So we're rocking and rolling a little bit. So we're heading out to the pool deck. Okay. So here's the pool deck, which we'll walk all the way through it. As you come off to the right, here is Johnny Rockets. Okay, Johnny Rockets is a pay, right? The hamburgers and things are not free. So they have the prices up here. They don't have the prices up here, but it is not free. Oh, wait a minute. All entrees includes a side and a fountain drink, $12.99. So there you go. If you want a Johnny Rockets hamburger, it's going to cost you 13 bucks. Okay, so we'll step up here just a bit so you can get sort of an overview of the pool deck out here. Again, we apologize, it's a bit windy.
Now the one with the net is a zero entry pool, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yep, so you probably can tell there's zero entry there.
And there's
nice.
a little
so for the little
splash
ones.
area just beyond that as well.
Yep. All right. All right. When the band is out here, you know what? I'll show you from the other side when we come down the other side, but that's where the band plays from. But you'll be able to see it a little bit better from the other side. Okay. Plenty of chairs. The movie screen is off to one side, which I thought was a little strange. Normally, most cruise ships have them sort of right about there and or right about there. But this one's off to the side. Okay. Nice big hot tub. There's one on the other side as well. It says the next deck is closed due to weather. As I told you, it's pretty windy out there right now, so we might not get up to deck 15. It was our plans to do 14 and 15 for you guys tonight, but so this is an indoor pool, right? The ship I'm assuming, does a lot of cooler climates, and so they have a nice indoor pool as well. And so this area has been pretty packed through the cruise because it's been, well, pretty crappy weather outside. As you can see, there's some people in the hot tub there now. Right, nice glass ceiling, which can open up, but they've had it pretty much closed the entire time. Okay, let's go down here. They're out here cleaning. All of these chairs are normally over here. Okay, but they are cleaning right now. And it actually looks like the solarium is closed. They close so much of the stuff here. It's so strange. If you want pool towels, there's a pool towel station right there. All right. Let's see if we can get through onto the other side while he's cleaning. We'll get out of his way. There we go. We're just gonna crisscross to the other side. Careful. It is slippery when wet. Okay. So we're at the other side of the pool deck now. Yeah, and that door's closed too. Man, it is so hard to film on this ship. They close down so much. That's a big door. And I don't think I want to get into trouble opening it.
That is a really big door.
We're gonna have to find another way to show you the solarium. I'm just not sure how that's gonna happen. So you know what, Lisa? Let's go back inside and go upstairs.
That sounds good.
We're gonna go to deck 15 and see if we can find our way through. It's a little bit slippery. Here we go. Okay, up here's the spa. All right. So if you want to go to the spa, here we are. Right? Here we are right there. Here's the spa, which is all behind this door, which again is closed. So we'll have to try to find another way to get in there. Let's see if we can get out. Okay. So here's a nice overview of the inside pool and hot tubs. All right. So there's a bit of a running track here. We're obviously going the wrong way. Okay. Let's see if
it's gated up here.
It is. It's locked, but I don't think we can see inside the solarium because the spa is first. And it's closed due to high winds. Like I said, it's pretty windy. I know it doesn't seem like it right now because we're sort of protected. And again, you probably can't see the smoke from the smokestack, but the wind's blowing this way. So right now the ship is blocking the wind for us. So let's see if we can walk down here a little bit further. We wanted to try to do this at night so there'd be far less people. Again, it's been really crowded up here, but we may have to do this again during the day so that you can get better looks of it. All right, here's the North Star. All right, if you don't know what that is sort of a big crane. At the end of the crane is this glass bubble. Okay, and it goes up 300 and something feet above the water, extends over the side of the ship. Gives you some amazing amazing views. We will capture that for you in another video for sure. Okay, we're just going to give you a good overview of the pool deck. Some nice lounge chairs here. So here's the outdoor pool deck from up top. Okay. Be really careful, Lisa, it's slippery.
Mm-hmm.
It's, we're in sort of a bit of a fog bank too. Not too bad tonight actually, but everything's misty. Here we go. So we're heading towards the back of the ship. Whee! Wow. It's funny, it seems to be windier towards the back of the ship than it is in the front of the ship. All right. And they've got all the chairs picked up and bundled up so the wind doesn't blow them around, which is nice. Hello, how are you this evening? And we're gonna have to go inside here a little bit later. This is the Seaplex, is what it's called. We'll go inside in just a minute. You can do all kinds of fun stuff inside the Seaplex. We'll go see if we can get around to the other side first. Here's the dog house. Again, we'll show you that from the inside, but if you want a hot dog, this is where they serve the hot dogs from, the dog house. Little shuffleboard action going on there. And then we can circle all the way around. We're going to take a quick detour up here. This is where Flow Rider is. Obviously, it will be off right now. But if you want to try Flow Rider, this is where that happens. All right. They also have this. Do you remember the name of the parachute thingy? It's a big wind tunnel.
I
can't think of the name of it. Oh my gosh, I'll have to get the name of it. So you jump inside of that, and a big fan blows you up and down. It looks really neat. I just can't think of the name of it right now. I can't believe I can't remember the name of it.
Let me see if I can find it in their app.
There's Flow Rider. All right, let's go back down. Careful coming down, Lisa. Again, it's very slick. Everything's wet. Oh yeah. Whee! Not just wet and slippery, but we're rocking too, so. All right, so the running track does circle all the way around. Woo! 10-kilometer. Okay. Ripcord. It's called Ripcord. Say it's called Ripcord. You wear a helmet and one of those suits, and you climb on in. Ripcord. It's called Ripcord.
By iFly.
Ripcord by iFly.
I've been chasing you, trying to tell you.
All right, let's see if we can get inside the Seaplex. You want to do rock climbing? That's it right here. Okay, we're officially on the windy side. Let's get inside. Oh. Yes, there's a reason why it's closed. Okay, so this is the Seaplex, which is really neat. If you want to do bumper cars, you can do bumper cars on here, which is cool. During the day, there's some netting up there, so the nets can come down if you're doing basketball on one side or soccer or something on the other. But as I mentioned, they also do bumper cars on here. And so there's some really neat things. There's a kids area up there for Xbox up there, which is cool. There's table tennis. You know what? We'll just go upstairs, Lisa.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, it's a little video playing.
Don't forget the foosball.
Oh yeah, foosball right here. Mm-hmm. Assuming this area technically is closed for the night, but we've sort of, like I said, just let ourselves in. We'll go upstairs in just a second. This looks like a little arcade, or at least part of one. Yeah, so some arcade games here. I know there's a lot more than this. They got to be behind that door. Okay, but let's go upstairs and check out Seaplex from up top. And we are certainly not going back outside again.
Right.
Yeah, see, there you go. Isn't that a cool view? Right? Really neat in here. So there's some more games here. Got air hockey, some more foosball tables. There's some bumper cars on lifts right there, which is neat. Got some ping pong tables. And then, I guess this is where all the magic happens, right there in the control booth, right? And they have parties.
Somebody's got to keep score.
Huh?
Somebody's got to keep score.
Oh, somebody's got to keep score. Hello, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How about you?
We are fantastic, thank you. So I mentioned Xbox when we were down there. It's kind of like a little Xbox studio. Got one TV there. You got 4 TVs over here, which is nice. Again, big glass panels everywhere, right? So when it's light out and good weather, lots of fun stuff to see. And then a couple more ping pong tables. So there you have it. So that is the Seaplex. So let's try to get back downstairs. And see if we can get back down that last side for you guys. Oh, that door is closed. We may have to go back outside, Lisa. Did we come in this side? We came in that side, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. We may have to open that door and go out that door. Yep, we're gonna go out this door. So as you can see from the elevators, deck 15. Oh, here's the rest of the arcade, Lisa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not a huge arcade, but there's a little bit here.
There's some fun things in here.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right, back outside we go, Lisa.
Okay.
Oh, but we're on the wrong side.
Oh no.
But that's okay. So, remember we saw the bandstand when we were walking up that side? We walked all the way down there and then around and came up this side. That's the windy side. So we're gonna stay over here and go back downstairs because it's not as windy right here. Yeah, the ship is protecting us from the wind. I mean, hear the water?
Yeah.
Wow. The seas were angry that night, my friends. So I think we'd already walked this again. We're gonna hit that staircase right there and go back down. Wow. I'm not sure I've heard it roaring like that before.
Right.
Which says something for the ship because, I mean, I know we're rocking a little bit, but it's not horrible.
Not at all.
All right, so we're gonna have to duck underneath this, or you can duck, I can go over.
Okay.
There you have it. Okay, so let's just cross to the other side because we promised we'd show you the other side. Even though it looks a lot like the first side. There we go. Now, if you're watching and you're a smoker, as I mentioned in one of the other videos, there's 3 places: the casino, outside deck 5, and right here on deck 14. Okay? Those are the only places that you can smoke. And that's that. There you go. Well, we hope you like it. All right, so there was as much of deck 14 and 15 as we can show you. It wasn't like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like 9:30 or 10 or something like that. I certainly understand the outside areas being closed because it was cold, it was windy, it was misty. So no one's going to want to be in a pool, no one's going to want to be in a bar. Let's go inside. We get that. But closing off the solarium, that was just weird. The fact that, you know, when Windjammer isn't serving food, them steel doors are closed. They don't want you in there. I don't know if it's a post, pandemic, let's keep it sanitary kind of thing. I don't know. Theaters and even the whole back of the ship by 270 a couple of days ago was completely closed off. It was like 8 o'clock in the evening and you couldn't get past the fire door. It's just weird that just certain things get just completely closed off. And so if the doors are small, we don't mind trying to get through there until we get in trouble. But those big ones, I don't want to mess with the big ones. I'm assuming they set off an alarm when you open it once it's closed. I don't need security coming for us. So anyway, yeah, so that was deck 14 and 15. We talked about North Star. We have a reservation, I think actually tomorrow.
I believe it is tomorrow.
So maybe we'll show you tomorrow night. If you've made it all the way through this video and you've gotten to this point, I have a question for everybody, whether you're watching the replay or now. We saw one of the production shows today. It's called We Will Rock You. I'm not going to lie to you, out of the 25, 26, 27, something like that, cruises we've taken, that is the best show I have ever seen on a cruise ship.
I've never ever said that I've had a favorite show, cruise ship show, until now. That is my favorite show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned in a previous stream, being an entertainer, I'm hard to impress. You don't want to go watch a band with me because I'm like, oh, okay, we got to go. I just rip them to shreds. That show was amazing.
It was
well,
really good.
I videoed it. I have it all. Now, it's not the best because I was having to be sneaky about it, but I have the video. If you want to see the show, I will broadcast it on a stream, but I will only leave it up for 24 hours. So, the question, if you want to see the show, please leave a comment. If you're watching the replay, just write yes as a comment below, right? Give the video a thumbs up first, right? You got to do that, right? If you've never seen this before, you got to subscribe too. It costs you nothing. All this comes to you for free. And if you want to see it, it's going to be in a live stream. It's like an hour and 50 minutes.
It is a long show.
An unbelievable show from beginning to end. Worth every minute. We will sit here and we will stream it for you. But it's only going to be up for 24 hours. So again, if you want to see it, leave a comment below. You can leave it now if you want, yes or no. And if you're watching the replay, leave the comment there. If it is yes, again, we will broadcast it for you. Okay? It's called We Will Rock You. If you've been on Royal Caribbean before and you've seen it, you probably already understand what we're talking about. The show is utterly amazing. So, but I'm not going to set up a 2-hour stream if no one's interested in sitting there and watching it. So if you want to watch it, let us know. We will broadcast it. We will leave it up for 24 hours, and then I will take it down. Okay? All right. If anyone has any questions while we're here, please let us know. We'll stay on for a few more minutes with you guys. And if not, then, of course, we can see you all tomorrow, which is our last sea day, as I mentioned. We've got North Star. We're seeing another show tomorrow called Cabaret. And so we're going to watch another show tomorrow. They're not fond of the recording here. It's just like on all other ships, they actually announce it. Feel free to record. Just turn off your flash. Have fun. Here it's like, it's just a little different for us. So I had my gimbal up tight to me. I had the light on the screen low or almost off, and I literally held it like this for like 2 hours. So it might be a little bit shaky. Don't know. But yeah. Okay, Macrina, we have one yes. We're gonna see who wins and loses in this, right? What the votes are. Okay. If it's a yes, again in the comments, yes. If it's a no in the comments, no. Like a poll, if you will. Okay. Yes or no. It is an hour and 50-minute show. It's like Broadway. It really is an amazing show. All right. Well, I don't see any questions. I know we've just had some people come on. You're going to have to back up in the video. We've already walked through decks 14 and 15, or at least as much as we could get into because of weather as well as areas shut off. So go back and watch the first half and you will see that. For everyone else, again, if you've just found our channel for the first time, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Become part of this All Man Clan. It's just, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell. We are in day, oh my gosh, 14. I lost track. I think we're like day 14, 15, 16, maybe day 16 of a 50-day adventure we're on right now. As soon as we're done with this cruise, we have 2 more. In fact, real quick, I haven't done this in a while. This is what we're doing. Well, we've already done some of this. Let me do this. I'm going to back this up real fast here. So this was the carnival celebration. We were on the first one. Right, we stopped off at the Dominican Republic and then into Puerto Rico. And then we went to St. Thomas, was real neat because it's where we got married. And then we flew up to meet this ship up in Bayonne. Newark, New Jersey is where we flew into. And we've already done Punta Delgada, so we're right about here. We're heading for Cherbourg in 2 days, Le Havre, and then Southampton. And we get off this ship. We're then going to take a car to Heathrow and fly to Athens, where we're going to get on the brand new Virgin Voyages ship, the Resilient Lady, and we're doing the 7 days Greek islands and throw in Turkey in there too. And then we get to hang out in Athens for a week, and once we're done there, we're going to fly to Barcelona,
and get on a brand new Carnival ship called the Carnival Venezia. That is a 15-day, and it is going transatlantic back to New York. And so we're going to be streaming this entire stuff for you guys, especially Virgin Voyages ship and the Carnival ship. They're brand new. No one's ever seen them. They're maiden voyages. And so we're taking you there, right? So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you know when you come on. We do try to stream between 6 and 7. Tonight is probably going to be 7. As I mentioned, somebody asked us a question. When we started the stream for you guys, it's midnight here. It's kind of late. And so if we do it 7 o'clock your time, that might be 11 our time. So a little bit earlier for the two of us. Okay? To answer your question, Darren, as far as my time dining goes, if you've been on other cruise ships that offer that type of service, some cruise lines call it anytime dining, some calls it my time dining, these things. Like Carnival. With Carnival, you open up the Carnival app. When you're ready to go eat, you check in. It then says it's going to be a 5-minute, 10-minute, whatever wait. When your table's ready, it says, please come. Okay? Royal doesn't have that. You have two choices with my time dining. When you get on board, you actually have to go make a reservation. You can either do it once for the entire cruise for the same time, or you can do it nightly. But if you're doing it nightly, your dinner time may vary. Now, there is a line on the far side of Deck 4 where the dining rooms are for those who don't have any reservations. You may get in quick. You may stand there for a long time. So the only advice that I can offer you is the second you get on the ship, go find the dining team and say you're on my time dining, pick a time. You can pick a time for whatever slots are available. Lisa and I normally eat around 5:36. The only slot they had available, or the earliest slot they had available, was 7:30 by the time we got around to realizing this. So if you're going to be sailing on a Royal Caribbean ship and you're on my time dining and you want to try to eat earlier, for gosh sakes, the second you get on the ship, go find the dining team and schedule that time. Okay? So, Darren, hopefully that helps you. If not, you're going to be eating at your normal time, 8:30. In the my time dining room. I now call it their time dining. Because it's not my time. I want my time to be like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So, yeah. Let's see, Macrina. Thanks and enjoying all your travel. Oh, no problem. We enjoy bringing it to you. We really do.
We do.
We've been cruising for, I started cruising actually before I met Lisa. She started cruising before she met me. So we've been cruising for,
since the
30
80s.
years. Yeah, long time. Again, we're not those who count, but we're somewhere now, but we'll probably be at 30 cruises when we're done with this because we're adding 4 to the list. So we've done a bunch, right? So we've sailed on all the normal ones. We haven't done Disney yet.
No, we haven't.
But I've been on Holland, Celebrity, Princess, Carnival, NCL, Royal Caribbean. Did I miss any? I feel like I missed one. But anyway.
Did you say Norwegian?
No, Princess. Didn't say Princess. Okay. Didn't say Princess. Just have not done Disney yet. I used to work for Disney. I don't know. Disney. We'll go on Disney for you guys. The next time they have a new ship coming. So, all right. Does anybody else have any more questions? Yeah. By the way, if you're new, again, my name's Robert. Everybody just calls me the tall man because I'm 6'4". That's my lovely wife, Lisa. We started our YouTube channel a few years ago called Tall Man's RV Reviews. We started it during the pandemic, and cruising wasn't going on. We've been cruising a lot longer, much longer than we've been RVing. But as soon as cruising sort of came back and the time allowed, we got on a ship and we started putting that content on the other channel. We renamed it Tall Man's RV and Cruise Reviews. Yeah, you cruisers don't like the RVers and the RVs don't seem to like the cruisers. So there was a bit of a tussle. So we decided that we would make the switch now, meaning separate. So we still have Tall Man's RV Reviews and this channel, Tall Man's Cruise Adventures. So that's sort of our background. We've got almost 5,000 subscribers on the other channel. I know this one we literally just started it before this trip. And so, we're eking along at, I don't know, 84, 85, 86 or something like that now. So share, subscribe. Let's grow this channel, y'all. We need to get it going. All right. And which I'm sure is just going to happen naturally once we, especially with the maiden voyages, all these inaugurals. Nobody's seen the ship, so a lot of people will be tuning in then. So, you've been cruising since '89. That's awesome.
Yes,
we love it.
Yes.
Obviously, there's been a lot of changes in the industry through the years. The ships are bigger. The ships themselves, I feel, are like a destination. Especially like the larger Royal Caribbean ships, the Mardi Gras and the celebrity or celebration on Carnival. There's just so much to do.
They have gotten so much bigger and so much more to do.
Yeah, so much more stable, which is good for me.
That's true too.
I wear the patch all the time, so I enjoy the stability. Thanks for the info. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, absolutely, Darren.
Thank you.
We expect to see you on some of those streams.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you're ever run into us on a cruise, we broadcast where we're going. We don't hide it. I mean, everybody knows. Stop us and say hello. We are just as friendly in person as we are on the camera. There's no front here. We are exactly the same people when you meet us face to face. And we won't give you a 2-minute limit. That's a long story. For those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't, I'm not saying anything. But there's a lot of the cruise people out there that just YouTubers. They're not as friendly in person as they are on camera. So we are not them. So anyway, you know what? That was my second cruise on the SS Norway. Maybe it's time for the story.
Oh, is it time for the story?
That should be a stream in and itself.
It should. It really should.
NCL, back in those days, they called themselves Norwegian Cruise Lines. There was no initials. My very first ship was the Seaward. That was one heck of a trip. Because of that, I got a free trip on the Norway. So, you know what? I think we'll save that for a different time.
Okay.
Because that's a long story. We've already been on for a while. Yeah.
That is a story for sure.
I think I mentioned it on another stream. Pay attention to your muster station and the muster drill. That's all I got to say. Pandemonium. I had 3 years and around the Norway. Yeah, it was a shame that got all cut up. It's a little piece of history, right? It used to be the SS France, if I remember correctly. And then NCL bought it. And NCL also tried to buy the United States, the ship, the SS United States. They actually had a contract on it, and something happened, and they decided to back out. That was one of their first ships, if you will, and that was an old, skinny ocean liner, not a cruise ship, an ocean liner, completely different. You'll want to hear that story.
Yeah.
Tune in that night. I don't know what I'll put up for a thumbnail, but maybe just Tall Man's Story. Let's say that. I'll put up Tall Man's Story. So when you see that, don't be late. But the Norway, that was a rocky ship for sure.
My first ship was Carnival's Carnival. That was my first ship. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Just a quick little trip to the Bahamas, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was an old world classic. Yeah, it was. It really was. And these ships, they seem. They do have a life expectancy, and at some point, it becomes more expensive to maintain them than to keep them in service. But a ship like the Norway, SS France, there's some historical value to a ship like that. It's also why the SS United States is still not been scrapped. There's some history there. Yeah. I love history. I really do. I pay attention I watch the History Channel. I watch all things history because the simple fact is, if you don't pay attention to your history, we are doomed to repeat it, right? And I don't want to get too far off topic, but where'd the froggy go? We lost the froggy, and the froggy turned itself on. There we go. The problem with something like the Norway or the SS United States, it cost a lot of money in upkeep. Like, say you want to just make it a museum, the cost of keeping it ship shape, respectfully, floatable, it's astronomical, and there's just not a lot of people paying money for tours and things like that. So like the Queen Mary out in California in Long Beach, it was closed for a long time. I think they just recently reopened. It cost a fortune to keep them going.
Floating.
Not as a passenger vehicle, but just floating as a museum or something. So I do understand why they get scrapped. It's just sad. So, all right. Well, look, we've been going for 50 minutes here. We want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Until we see you all again, be safe.